Ben Sebastian here, back with another review and reaction. Here we go. So, Anaphora. They're from Lithuania, which I think is a first for the country on this channel. So you're welcome to that corner of the globe. Anaphora, they've been active since 2017. They released an album in 2019 called Illusion, and in this month they're releasing the single Gliding Light, which is the reason I'm here today. As I said before, nu metal. They promise sort of pounding drum work, crafty guitar, sort of riffs and tones. And I was looking into the etymology of the name, which wasn't explained to me. And so it has a grammatical kind of context, which is the repetition of a word or a phrase at the beginning of successive clauses in order to give it more emphasis, or possibly it evolves from the Christian church, which is part of the Eucharist, which contains the consecration and communion. So I'm not quite sure which style of the linguistics they've adopted. Perhaps something for them to clarify in the comments, maybe. But it's a cool name. What else do I know about the band? Let's have a butcher's. So yes, I said since 2017. Look again. So since their formation, they've kind of like tried to put this together. This very versatile and inventing new words, nostalgic signature sound that's effective in its execution and energetic in its performance value. So, okay, bold claims indeed. Let's give it a whirl. This is Anaphora with Gliding Light. Straight in. Okay, I like this though. This is so cool. Definitely reminds me of something. that ending there with the drums, that was a right slap in the face. Yeah, that's a really catchy kind of heavy song. Totally like classic, like, you know, sort of rock metal vocal. I really like that. Sort of a little bit reminiscent of a band that I love here called Sensors. And another thing that this band reminded me of, where you had that whole dropped back sort of a melodious, sort of like calm down piece. Very sort of Fields of the Nephilim, and you know, they were a goth band, and they kind of sort of focused on the sort of the deep and the sort of the dark sort of bass tones, but they had all this sort of like, you know, what do you call it, arpeggiated type of sort of like, for want of a better phrase, sort of plinky plonky guitar melodies over the top, but just sort of set back, and you know, and Anaphora kind of remind me of that. Yeah, they're a really cool band, really cool band. I'd like to see how this stacks up to you know, their previous work. I'm gonna definitely take a delve into that, you know. And yeah, it's a really cool, catchy song. I'd like to definitely hear more. In addition to that, you know, the on the production side of things, you know, the clarity of bass drum and bass guitar, you know, really helps to sort of pack the punch home. And that's another thing I like about their sound. Yeah, it's a nice say, coupling. It's a nice unison. It's a nice formation. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Nice formation. You know, in terms of the sound setup. And yeah, I don't listen to a lot of nu metal. Granted, you know, you look behind me. You can see I'm sort of delving towards the darker stuff. But you know, this was absolutely perfectly listenable. And yeah, it's good, honest metal, and yeah, I'm buzzed. So I'll leave all of their links. You know, they're on Spotify, they're on Bandcamp, all this kind of stuff. Check them out. It's Anaphora, and I've been Ben Sebastian. I hope you've enjoyed the watch, and yeah,